So the Detroit Lions' first preseason game is in the books, and we have a projected 53-man roster post preseason game one. Now, I will tell you, if you are a Mohamed Ibrahim fan, then you might be concerned now because he is injured. He got injured during the game on Friday, and it is a possibility. We've seen guys lose their job because they were injured. Tom Kennedy, no longer with the team, probably would have been a practice squad candidate had he not gotten hurt. We just read about the Ross P from the International Players Program who was waived today with an injury settlement, which means that he is significantly injured. He needs to be out. And remember, anybody that is waived with a settlement has to be out whatever length of time. And if they return to the Detroit Lions, they have to wait an additional 3 weeks before they can sign. But what we're going to do now is, prior to Detroit, we're going to talk about the projected 53-man roster post preseason game one. All right. I want to know your thoughts in the comments below and chat as well. Quarterbacks, we're going to keep 2 on the roster. Check this out. Number 1, obviously, is our guy, JG. Number 2, Teddy Bridgewater. Yes, we've already said that. Bridgewater in, Nate Sudfeld out, because Nate Sudfeld is trash. I'm sorry. I cannot. There's no other way to put that. Running backs, 5 on the roster, which is, I want to say, 1 more than we had last year. We have 5 if you include Jason Kabinda. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jason Kabinda, Craig Reynolds, Jamar Jefferson out, Mohamed Ibrahim, Devin Ozigbo, and Benny Snell. Now, then, this is post preseason game one. That, I don't know, man. I listen, Craig has been hurt, but he's been able to find a way to stay on this team. Jamar Jefferson, the 7th round pick from 2 years ago, he's also found a way to stay on this team. So I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, but I do like the first 3. I think number 4 is where the debate is coming in. Wide receivers, we keep 6. St. Brown, Reynolds, Khalif Raymond, Marvin Jones, Antoine Green, and Dylan Drummond out. Denzel Mims, wow. Trinity Benson, we knew that already. Maurice Alexander, Chase Cota, Trey Quinn. Trey Quinn was actually cut today after this article was put out. Now, don't forget, last year, I want to say we kept 2 or 3 wide receivers on the practice squad. The practice squad is now 16 men. It has been bumped up from the 10 since pre-COVID. So that's another 6 players that will be on the roster or on the practice squad, 16 players, total, but 6 that's added from the 10. So essentially 21 players from the 90 will have to find other teams. And then you have the 69 that will be part of the roster. So let me see. Dylan Drummond, we've always talked about. I don't know, man. Right now, after 1 game, Denzel Mims, Maurice Alexander, Chase Cota balled too, man. So, and obviously, they're not including Jamison Williams, who will be suspended for the first 6 games. Now, according to the changes that were made from their initial 53-man roster prediction, Dylan Drummond is in. I think he took over Mims. Tight end, Brock Wright, Sam Laporta, James Mitchell. There's no doubt there. That's all that really counts. Offensive line, Ian, Decker, Jackson, Ragnow, Vaitai, Sewell, Glasgow, and Sorsdahl, with Jermaine Ifedi making kind of the roster out. Nelson, Owasika, Paulo, Ezzy, Max, Calvin, Swoboda, Cecil, Bobby Hart. That all seems okay to me. Interior defensive line, 4. We keep McNeil, Buggs, Martin, Onwuzurike, out. Benito Jones, Covington, Durden, Smith. Okay. So now that Levi is no longer on the PUP, that outs Covington. Okay. Edge, Hutchinson, we keep 6. Hutch, Harris, Kaminsky, Pascal, Houston, Okwara, as in Romeo. Julian is the odd man out there. Wow. Okay. Remember, this is post preseason game 1, so I'm sure they'll do this after every game. Linebacker 6, Anzalone Campbell, Malcolm Rodriguez, Derek Barnes, Jalen Reeves-Maben, Anthony Pittman. With the odd man out is Trevor Nowosiki. Sounds right to me. Cameron Sutton. This is the cornerbacks. We keep 4. Sutton Jacobs, who we discussed in a different video, was number 2. Will Harris, Lord. Starling Thomas, is who makes number 4 with Gilmore, Dorsey, and Kobe Richardson. We signed him literally yesterday, but I decided not to make a video about him. IR, Jaron Williams, Pup, Emmanuel Mosley. All right, nickelback corners is Brian Branch and Chase Lucas. We keep 2. Safety, we keep 4. In CJ GJ, Kirby Joseph, Tracy Walker. So that means they're probably our starters. Savion Smith with, y'all ready? Ifitu Melifonwu is the odd man out. Brady Breeze, who played very well on Friday, and Brandon Joseph, who got a interception. Changes, Savion Smith is in and Melifonwu is out. That is a big deal. He will be, if Ife Melifonwu gets cut, y'all ready? And does not make the practice squad, he will be the first the first Brad Holmes draft pick that is not on the Detroit Lions. That has not, if he doesn't wind up at least on the practice squad. So that will be kind of sad to see. I know it's coming eventually. Special teams, they have Jack Fox, Scott Daly, and Riley Patterson making the 53 with Parker Romo as the odd man out. Wow. Changes, Patterson in, Romo out with McQuaid released. So, well, what do you think about that? The 53-man roster projection after preseason game week 1. I think it's pretty good. Pretty much the same battles that we'll see. But we still got, these guys got 2 preseason games to make something happen. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below.